Hi friends, today we are dealing with the topic salient features of class Monoplacophora. Class Monoplacophora belongs to phylum Mollusca. It's also known as Triblitida. It's a group of small, flat, bilaterally symmetrical, internally segmented, and primitive marine mollusks. They are limpet-like form, living at great ocean depths. Now we can discuss about the characteristic of the class Monoplacophora. First, they are bilaterally symmetrical, flat, oval and internally segmented body, enclosed within a univalved conical or cup-shaped and symmetrical shell. Head is reduced without eyes and tentacles. Foot is ventral, flat, circular and weakly muscular creeping sole with 8 pairs of retractor muscles. Dome-shaped mantle and a pair of groove-like lateral mantle cavities are present. And this is the important point. Segmental repetition of the organs of several systems. Next feature is simple and coiled alimentary canal with a radula and a subradular organ in the buccal cavity and a style sac and a crystalline style in the stomach. 3, 5 or 6 pairs of monopectinate and serially arranged external gills are present. Segmentally repeating nephridia, gonads and pedal retractor muscles. Nephridia are 3, 4, 6 or 7 pairs and they open into the buccal cavity by multiple nephridiopores. Next, hemal system or blood vascular system consists of a hemocoel and a chambered heart in the posterior pericardial cavity. Heart is 5-chambered or 6-chambered with 2 pairs of auricles and 1 or 2 ventricles. Nervous system is tetramerous and primitive, similar to that of Aplacophorans and Polyplacophorans. It consists of a pair of poorly developed cerebral ganglia, a circumenteric nerve ring, 2 pairs of nerve cord and several commissures and connectives. Almost all monoplacophorans are gonochoric, that is, sexes are separate, with 2 pairs of gonads in the middle of the body. Each gonad is enclosed in a gonocele and the gonoduct is connected to a nephridium. It's a picture of Neopilina galate, example of class Monoplacophora. It's a dorsal view and second pic. It's a ventral view. Next we can discuss about the Neopilina galate. Neopilina galate is a very primitive monoplacophoran mollusk inhabiting the great ocean depths. Very little is known about its biology due to its deep sea habitation. It is truly a living fossil that forms a connecting link between annelids and early mollusks. Neopilina very closely resembles a gastropod's limpet in external forms and appearance. Its body is flat, nearly oval, almost bilaterally symmetrical, internally segmented and about 3 cm in long. And body is enveloped by mantle and covered dorsally and laterally by a thin flat subcircular bilaterally symmetrical and univalved shell secreted by the mantle. The apex of the shell is raised and forwardly directed. The shell has 3 parts: outer posterior stratum of protein and conchiolin, middle ostracum and inner hypostratum. Extending between the foot and the inner surface of the shell are 8 pairs of pedal retractor muscles. And next, the body. The body is divided into 3 regions: head, visceral mass, and foot. Head is reduced and without eyes and tentacles. Visceral mass is 5 segmented. Foot is a ventral, broad, flat, and glandular, creeping and anchoring sole. Mouth and anus are ventral and subterminal in position. Mouth is bordered by anterior and posterior lips. In front of anterior lip is a preoral lobe called velum. It bears palp-like and ciliated lateral processes called preoral tentacular processes. Behind the posterior lips is a postoral lobe bearing ciliated post-oral tentacular process. The oral tentacular process are believed to be tactile organs. In between the foot and the mandible edge is a circular groove called mandible groove or pallial groove. It holds 5 gills and 6 nephrodiopores on each side. Next, the digestive system. Digestive system have firstly cuticular, buccal cavity, salivary gland, radula, radular sac, and a subradular organ in the buccal cavity. Secondly, ciliated food chamber and a pair of large esophageal pouches. Thirdly, a gastric cecum, crystalline style and style sac in the stomach. Fourthly, a pair of digestive caeca or midgut glands associated with the stomach. Fifthly, a highly coiled intestine. And Neopelina is a microphage which is feeding on microorganisms and detritus. Blood vascular system of Neopelina is open type with a median chambered heart, blood vessels, sinuses and lacunae. Heart is posterior dorsal and hexalocular with 2 pairs of auricles and a pair of ventricles. Ventricles pump blood into a median dorsal aorta, which empties its contents into the hemocoel. Heart is enclosed within the pericardium. Rectum passes through the pericardial cavity and the ventricles and divide them into continuous right and left halves. Next, respiratory system consists of 5 pairs of monopectinate gills lodged in the pallial groove. Each gill has a gill axis and a single series of gill lamellae on one side of the axis. Ventral viewer gills. Next, excretory system. Excretory system consists of 6 pairs of tubular nephridia. 5 pairs of them open to the pallial groove by minute nephrodiopores at the bases of gills. 1 pair opens anteriorly. 2 pairs of nephridial ducts serve as gonoducts. Next, nervous system. It's a ladder-like as in chitons and solenogasters. It consists of a pair of poorly developed cerebral ganglia, a circumenteric nerve ring, a pair of visceral nerve cords to the mandible, a pair of pedal nerve cord to the foot, and several transverse commissures and connectives joining the nerve cords together. Eyes and Osphadia are absent, but a pair of statocysts are present. Last one is reproductive system. Reproductive system of the Neopilina are gonochory, that is, sexes are separate. The gonads are two pairs lying in the middle of the body on either side of the intestine. They open into the middle two pairs of nephridia, which also serve as gonadoducts. Fertilization is external, and nothing is definitely known about early development and life history of this type. There's also Pico Monoplacophora. Dorsal view of the shell. Ventral view. And this is internal anatomy of Neopilina. Here the topic is over, and thank you.